I'm going to lead our conversation with questions, but you are more than welcome to jump in and to ask me whatever you might consider useful about the company or about the role. I'm also going to take a few notes on my laptop, and I hope that isn't too distracting. Let's start with tell me about yourself question. Who are you? What have you studied so far? What has been your experience?
I am Rahma Devi, graduate student from Stage Polytechnic of Sriwijaya, Accounting Department. I have some organization experience in joining organizations. For 2 years, I have English Debating Society, serve as Deputy of Internal Affairs and also General Secretary. Besides that, I also joining another organizations like Young Entrepreneur Palembang and then Students Ambassador of Cicil.co.id.
Okay, so why did you choose that particular major and at that particular school?
I choose Stage Polytechnic of Sriwijaya because it is one of the best vocational schools in Indonesia that can provide a professional worker after the students already graduate from the study. It is because it provides 50% learning in the class and also 50% learning the skills so that the students know how their major run into the work field. I think this is also the reasons why I choose accounting major because I love accounting so much. Since senior high school, I already prepared well, like joining some competitions related to accounting, joining some class about accounting, and then joining competitions and successfully turn out to win the competitions. It shows that I want to be a professional accountant in the future. So that's why I think State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya is the best place for me to study.
During your preparation for this interview, I guess you thought about what you do the best. What are your biggest strengths? And how do you think our company would benefit from them?
I think my greatest strength is being goal-oriented and self-motivated. I feel the success when I have achieved the good GPA and already completing my study on time, also achieving all my goals in life that I want to. And then I think it is will be benefit to this company because I can successfully or finish the job that given to me immediately and then inspire other worker to do the same thing in completing their job.
What about your development areas? What do you have identified as your greatest and biggest improvement areas? And what have you done to improve them so far?
My weakness is, I'm a workaholic people when I meet new thing that very interesting for me. So I spend much time to do this kind of job or even this kind of activity. Then it means that I have no time to take a rest. But now I just realized that I should know or should divide where actually the time to work and then which actually time to take a rest.
I see on your resume that you had switched jobs not too long ago. Why did you leave your previous position?
I think my previous company is actually a good company, but I just realized that I have to explore many things about myself, find out new experience and then new place to learn and to work, and then challenge more myself to be improved so that it will help me to be success in career life future.
All right. Why are you interviewing with me today? What made you apply for this job and why do you want to work here?
Being an accountant is one of my career goals in life that I want to achieve. I think this company could give me a best place to work and to learn more about accounting. And then I think because I can meet many people who has many experiences related to accounting. So I think this is the best place for me to work.
Okay, so now tell me about a time when you were in charge of a project with a deadline. Which was the project and how did you meet the deadline?
Maintaining the deadline, I used to classify all the tasks or the job tasks that given to me by classifying them into the which task I should done early, and then until the which task that I should do for the later. So I think by this maintaining the deadline, I can knowing or even maintaining the time also, beside I work, study, and also doing some tasks and some others activity.
Okay. And so tell me about a time when you showed an initiative on the job. When was it and which was the outcome?
I have joined some organizations and successfully conduct an event before. So I think it also developed my innovative and creative skills. In that time, I have an experience to being a leader of an event called Provisions Time or Provisions Project. It is should be fast the moment when we want to be a students ambassador as officially, and then I've been a leader to success this event. We having the innovations that this event should be formed as conference, not any like before probation's time before us done, and then it is successfully, and then our project time or probation's time being the first project or probation time that handling an conference in that event. The outcome that we have is that we can creating or we can solve the problem of young generations. In that time we choose a time that is very crucial to young generations on how they can speak in the public area, and then how to build a personal branding of themselves. So in this time is we asking to the professional people who actually having the more experience well in this field. So the young generations or the participants of our events can be learned directly to the professionals to the professional itself.
Tell me about a time when your communication skills helped you at your job. When was it and what did you do?
Communication skill is one of important things that we should have. I believe that with joining some organizations and also joining successfully conduct an event, it is one of the best way for me to develop my communication skill, because inside of that to successfully and project we should having in working as a team, we should having the good communication to successfully. So I think I think that's best way for me to develop, and that I already done.
Okay, now give an example of a situation where you had to deal with the conflict at work. What did it consist of and how was it resolved?
I think situation conflict always come to our life to give lessons that we should learn from them. I have already faced this situation conflict when I want to when I was be a leader of an event. So my partner or my member is do not give any contributions to this event, and then feel like there is didn't have any responsibility. Then I try to asking them what actually their problem related related to this project, or even there's personal problem why they cannot give their contributions to this event. So when I trying to communicate to have communication with them one by one, face to face, heart to heart, and then I just believe that can give the solutions with them each other, so that they will come, and then they will actually finally can give the best contributions of them, and finally the project can be done smoothly.
You know, we're currently interviewing more candidates. That's why I would like to ask you, why do you think we should hire you? And why do you think we should choose you over other candidates?
As you can see in my resume and interview right now on how serious I want to work in this company, my well experience, my contributions, my ambitions, and also my skills that very that already fulfilling the requirement of this company. I think I can be the best candidate that should be hired in this company.
Good then, thanks. Now, do you have any questions for me? Okay, great. I'll be more than happy to respond.
Well, thank you for the chance, sirs. I have three questions for you. First, what is the exact job test in this position? And second, what is the habit among the workers here? And the last one is, can I get your suggestions for me as a new worker in this company? Thank you.
Okay then, thank you very much for coming in. It was a pleasure meeting you, and we'll be in touch.